Hi guys, this video is going to be for my sun, moon, rising Scorpios for the month of February. I know I'm a little late to the game, but better late than never. All right, so what you guys are looking at is the energy you can expect to be feeling walking into the month of February, and then we're going to update these transits as we get to it. All right. So February 1st, Venus was conjunct Neptune in Pisces in your 5th house in 27 degrees. The messages I channeled for the collective was daydreamer energy, past life relationships, investing money into things to make your dreams come true. But do you have this money? The reason I'm saying that is because Venus is in Pisces, so it could be debatable. Because with Pisces energy, it's like it's here 1 minute and then it's gone the next. Think about romance for you guys sometimes, right? Or like with Pisces energy, it's not too clear, right? So past relationships or your exes on your mind, people spying on you or you spying on people, having difficulty focusing, having love on the mind. For some of you that are in touch with your gifts, I would say that you guys were probably experiencing the dead talking to you, or experiencing synchronicities, or getting divine messages in your sleep, or daydreaming about the things you want to buy, or just daydreaming about anything really. And the reason I'm thinking about experiencing things to do with the past, besides Pisces energy being about the past and the future, if I were to look at your 12th house, which is traditionally Pisces, you guys have Libra there. Venus rules Libra. Venus also rules Taurus, right? So I do believe that Venus being in your 5th house right now would also have something to do with your 12th house and your 7th house. If 5th house speaks of romance and the 7th house can speak of committed relationships, like a serious relationship, I definitely think for you guys this would be talking about past relationships. Why the past? Besides because of what I just said with Pisces, but also because the South Node being in Virgo in your 11th house. Why am I going to the 11th house? Because Uranus traditionally rules that 11th house. But right now you guys have Uranus in your 7th house. So this could have something to do for some of you about like business partnerships, money being spent here, or money being spent on relationships. And this would be because Jupiter rules your 2nd house, which talks about your money, your wallet, the things you own, the things you spend money on. And right now you guys have it in 8th house. The 8th house can be talking about the people you guys are sleeping with or you're married to, things of that nature. Shared resources. So I just think something would definitely be going on there. Is there anything else I want to speak upon that? No. Okay. Moving on. February 3rd, Mercury in Aquarius in your 4th house will be trining Jupiter in Gemini in retrograde in your 8th house. So what I channeled for the collective was learning new things about your friends, maybe on the internet, understanding hard to grasp things much easier, being in touch with your higher self and or your genius, talking about traveling or revisiting old ideas about traveling, having one-on-one conversations that you feel are coming, friends reaching out to talk, writing a lot, having new ideas, or just writing down your ideas, seeking freedom, thinking of freedom. So for everyone at work on that day, I feel like you guys would have been more so on that day, like not wanting to work. I mean, for those of you that I guess don't really like your job or just don't want to be at work, you know, it's like you'd rather be doing your own thing. So yeah, I think you guys would also be experiencing just a lot of thoughts, too many, that it may make you guys anxious or uncomfortable. And just talking to a lot of friends, customers or clients, and just learning new things. And the reason I believe that these things would have like it would have been more easy on this day, like to open up. It would have been more easy to open up either on the internet or with your friends because of the trine. The trine in astrology is something that's either being given to you or it's just something that comes so natural. It's like a gift, it's a blessing. Or it can kind of do the opposite effect. It comes so natural to you that you kind of get lazy here. So yeah, is there anything else I want to say upon that? I guess you guys could have been, despite, no, never mind. I don't want to say that. Anything else? Anything else? Nah. Okay, moving on. February 4th, Jupiter goes direct in Gemini in 11 degrees in your 8th house. Okay. And definitely double check these dates on your end as well. I may be off by a day or two, okay? So Jupiter going direct in your 8th house, I channeled getting together with friends or talking to friends, faith restored in friendships, having conversations with people you know you need to speak to. Self-expression will come easily, but there will also be duality there. So when Jupiter was in retrograde, I don't think this is like such a negative energy per se. I mean, maybe for you guys because it's in the 8th house, so it's on the same axis as your wallet, the 2nd house. So if Jupiter's all about blessings and luck, then I think maybe, then yeah, it's like it wouldn't, you guys may have experienced a going within energy as to having thoughts about how can you make money in a more holistic way, meaning like how can you make money but also enjoy what you do? How can you make money where it's not always about money, or is money that important to you? You may have been experiencing things like that. You guys may have been thinking about traveling ideas but not actually doing anything. It's more of a going within energy. So now that it's direct, I think you guys would be more vocal, because it's like you've been thinking more so before you speak. And I don't think that's really different for you guys, to be honest, with Capricorn in your 3rd. If Saturn rules Capricorn, I think you guys would be slow to speak. I don't think you would necessarily be so fast to talk unless you're angry. Even then. Anything else I want to say with that one? Jupiter going direct, the fact that it's in 11 degrees, which is Aquarius energy. This is in your 4th house. Yeah, I just think you would be more open to expressing your inner world, and expressing your inner feelings easier, your emotions, because Aquarius rules literally your feelings, your emotions in your 4th house, which is a private house. And I just think this would have been, you would have been more open during this time. So that same day, Venus enters Aries. So Venus left your 5th house in Pisces, and now it enters your 6th house in Aries. The first thing I want to say that just comes to my mind naturally is for some of you that are looking for more money, I feel like you guys could definitely do it during this time. Why? Because your 6th house talks about work, literally. So if you have Venus there now transiting, and Venus can speak about money, I think once Mars goes direct, you'll have a better time doing this, because Mars is the ruler of Aries, of your 6th house work. When Mars is in retrograde, things slow down, whether that's you or the workplace. So, sorry, there's like something in my eye. But anyway, so Venus will enter your 6th house. If you guys want a second job, you guys could definitely do that. I think you could get a job from home, a second job from home, a job on the internet, especially more so while Mercury is in your 4th house in Aquarius. Yes, I know that's like a really popular thing now. Okay, hold on. So as I was saying, I know this is really popular, right? Ever since COVID, more so. But it doesn't mean you're going to get it, especially if you don't have experience with working from home. But I feel like this would be easier for you guys to get that type of job now. Again, once Mars goes direct in Cancer. Okay, what else do I want to say about that? Anything else coming through? Venus ruling the 12th and the 7th. Hold on. For some of you, I think also you may be investing in a gym at this time or some type of health regimen. Hold on. Or just like spending money on healthy foods, something like that. You may be really more so just investing in your body or your health. All right, so what I channeled for the collective when Venus enters Aries on February 4th, high sex drive, conversations with people we want to have sex with, being seen, but feeling blocked due to Mars, the ruler of Aries, being in Cancer and in retrograde. Having difficulty making choices when it comes to romance, again, due to Mars, the ruler of Aries, being in Cancer and in retrograde. The return of the ex, and the reason I believe a lot of you will be experiencing that. Sorry, I just can't get it out of my eye. Damn it. Is because Mars, the ruler of Aries, is in retrograde. Retrograde talks about a redo. Mars in retrograde talks about the past, but Mars specifically will talk about the guys that you guys have slept with or dated. So yeah. And then for some of you where this isn't the topic, then I would say it's probably about exercise, taking some type of action in your life. And more so, it's either going to be about the physical body, your health regimen, or yeah. Okay. What else? Magnetic, sexy, seen, confident, hot-headed, buying impulsively, but maybe a little bit of a drawback because, again, Mars being in retrograde. So it's like you guys would probably think first before actually spending the money, but more than likely, I believe you guys would spend the money. Why? Because Venus in Aries is fire energy. It's fast, it's impulsive, and it wants what it wants. But Mars in Cancer is diluted, so it's like your emotions. You guys would probably want to spend money more so to make yourselves feel good, or like if you're feeling down with Mars in Cancer, especially, I feel like, I'm just looking at the chart, like Mars being in retrograde in your 9th house, your faith, belief system, probably a lot of you guys have been going through like a lack in faith. You guys are probably experiencing something like where you guys are just probably lack in hope or something like that, not having much hope, especially with Chiron being in Aries. So yeah, I feel like you guys may want to spend money thinking like, I'm going to feel better, let's go on a shopping spree. So yeah, that'll definitely be somebody's story out there, right? So feeling like you want to make money, but you may not actually have the energy to make things happen due to that Mars in retrograde, because you may not have like the physical vitality. And I feel like the sun, if this talks about like our energy level, because I feel like the sun and Mars are very close together when it comes to, well, how's your health, and like, do you actually have the energy to move around and make things happen and take action? If the sun is in Aquarius, I think you guys may have energy in spurts. So you guys may have more energy while the sun is in Aquarius and when Mars goes direct. What else? A lot of emotions and feelings when it comes to men, money, and yes, the mother, or family. Why? Because Mars, again, the ruler of Cancer, and it's in retrograde. So if Cancer traditionally rules that 4th house, the place of home, the mother, and Mars can be looked at as conflict, then I feel like there may be a conflict with the mother at this time, or where's Saturn, the 5th house, the child. Yeah, I would say you guys may be having difficulty either traveling to the mother, traveling back home, or just having not having faith with your relationship with the mother as well. Something like this. Oceana, make up your mind. Sorry. This girl. Also, what I wanted to say before about Jupiter going direct in Gemini in your 8th house, I think you guys will experience a lot of confidence, especially with your thoughts, and doing a lot of research. I think you guys will have too many thoughts, and you guys will just need to get that expression and that energy out physically. So definitely you're going to need to do something to get all that out, because it's just too much, since your 8th house is your internal world. All right, moving on. February 7th, you guys, Venus and Aries in the 6th house will be sextiling Pluto in Aquarius in your 4th. So with a sextile, this is an energy that speaks of potential, meaning if you take action, you're more than likely going to get the outcome you want. A sextile can be looked at as a blessing as well. So if Venus is talking to Pluto in a positive way, this is talking about the potential for transforming something, the potential for healing for some of you, the potential for sex. What else? Transforming your body, something like that. But what I channeled for the collective was people wanting in on your energy, you being able to see through people, and because of this, with willpower and restraint, may hold yourself back. Having a high sex drive, having the strength to turn the tables around onto other people who cause problems. This includes friendships and romance. Healing past pain and closing the door on the past. So the advice here would be that people will be observing you and things you say, and the things you say and do. So think before you make up your mind, because with Venus and Aries, you may want to act impulsively. So balance out your energy and focus on yourself. Ignore the outside noise. The reason I believe the reason I believe masculine energy may be like observing you guys again, because Mars is the ruler of Aries. So yeah. What else did I want to say about that? The 6th and the 4th house. The 4th house, again, traditionally talks about the home, the mother. So I think this would have been a chance to fix something with the mother, or even change something at home, invest in the home, do something there. What else did I want to say about this one? You could have healed your physical body on this day through randomly working out, or you could have pushed yourself to come into your power. Again, hard to do with Mars in retrograde, because it all depends on how that transit is hitting you and your personal transits. So you guys also would have been experiencing on this day the Sun and Mercury quincunxing Mars in Cancer in retrograde. So the Sun and Mercury are both in your 4th house, right? And they're quincunxing Mars in retrograde in Cancer in the 9th. Now, I know this is considered to be a minor aspect. If you have a quincunx in your natal chart, then you're experiencing this one way or another. I don't know. Everybody has their own opinion about minor aspects. I don't really think they're minor because you're experiencing them. I just think there's so much going on with astrology. It's like you kind of got to pick your battles, like meaning, what are you going to discuss today with the collective, you know? And I decided to talk about this one. So with the Sun quincunxing Mars in Cancer, you guys would have experienced difficulty opening doors due to emotions, feelings at play. I think like if the Sun talks about your vitality, Oceana. Sorry. Difficulty opening doors due to your emotions, because if the Sun talks about your vitality and it's not talking to Mars in a positive way, then I feel like you either would have felt sick on this day or just no energy, or you would have felt negative. There would have just been like, I'll do it tomorrow. Procrastination, because it's like you're not feeling good. Having faith in reconciling but feeling torn about opening the doors. Wanting to have conversations with people to fix past pain. And then with Mercury, I feel like you guys would have experienced being able to see through people's words, healing your heart to free yourself from people and situations where you don't feel free, doing the work to be at peace with yourself, focusing on the things that make you feel emotionally fulfilled. Men observing you on social media and how you express yourself and waiting. Okay, sorry, I got cut off. So men observing you on social media and how you express yourself and waiting on a specific time to approach you. People having difficulty talking to you, they may hold themselves back. So again, Mercury can talk about the internet, it can talk about communication and your thoughts. Mars can talk about taking action, it can talk about arguments, conflict, it can talk about action, confidence, willpower. So I feel like with the Sun and Mercury, you guys would know what you need to do, but not having the actual motivation or physical vitality to do anything. This could have been experienced with lazy energy or your body not feeling physically up to doing things. And then with Mercury, you would want to say things but have difficulty, or you want to do things like work, make money, especially with Uranus and Taurus, Uranus being the ruler of Aquarius and Mercury is in Aquarius, but having difficulty with Mars in retrograde in Cancer. So yeah. All right, February 9th, Sun in Aquarius in your 4th house was conjunct Mercury in Aquarius and in 20 degrees in the 4th house. So 20 degrees is a Scorpio degree, it's your degree, and it's in the 4th house. So 20 degrees, it's like, this speaks of either, in the positive way, it would speak of just psychologically understanding people on a deeper level, or it could speak of money being on the mind. It could speak like in a lower manifestation, power dynamics, manipulation, things of that nature. I think in general, when the Sun is conjunct Mercury, it's like the light is shining in an area where it's like maybe you weren't able to see something before. It just brings more clarity somewhere. It's just a very intelligent energy. It's also very vibrant, it's confident, it is happy energy, it's positive energy. Why? Because the Sun is optimistic, it's happy, and it's literally getting along well with your mind and communication. So the energy I channeled was socializing energy, meeting new people, going out with friends, good vibes, but can also manifest as loner vibes for some. So for you guys, because your 4th house is in Aquarius, I think literally it could have manifested either way for you guys, because the 4th house literally is home, privacy, but yet friends feel like family to you guys. So literally I think you guys may have just been at home alone. Or you guys could have been talking to people on the internet this day, or you guys may have gone out. Where's Uranus? You guys could have gone out with whoever you're in a committed relationship with. That's another one as well. Or you could have gone out with people you work with. That's also another one, with Mercury ruling Virgo and Gemini. Okay. Or people you used to work with that South Node in Virgo. So yeah, what else? Working hard. People will be wanting in on your energy. They will want to understand you and your thoughts. People will be intrigued by you based off what you know. Being able to see or understand easily on this day the things that are usually more difficult to see or understand. What else did I channel for you guys? What other information do I have? I believe this would have also given you guys confident energy, intelligence, intuitive, self-expression coming easily, and understanding the psychology of the collective or friends much easier during this transit. So also on the same day, Mars in Cancer in retrograde in the 9th house was trining Saturn in Pisces in your 5th house. Okay, so the 9th house and the 5th house were talking to each other in a positive way. Trine, blessings, something came easily to you guys. You may not have even noticed it. With Mars and Saturn, so if Mars is the child, right, and Saturn is the father, the strict father, then I'm going to say for those of you that have been having difficulty doing something or taking action on this day, it's like the gift would have been like having the energy to actually do something. So the energy I channeled was being cautious with your mouth, thinking before you act, stability and grounded energy for the most part. I don't really see you guys acting or reacting on impulse. And I believe this would have been the case because of Saturn, like holding you guys back, as well as that retrograde. Because there's just like, Mars is not direct. So I just don't see this going fast, and especially because it's in Cancer. What else? Thinking of what actions you need to take in order to achieve your long-term goals, right? Because if Saturn's the father and Mars is the child, it's like Saturn wants to help you guys achieve something, but Saturn also doesn't want you guys to act impulsively. So I believe on this day, you guys would have had the ability to be disciplined, the ability to have self-control or willpower, the ability to go after whatever it was you wanted to achieve. Is there anything else I want to say with that one? No. Okay. All right. On that same day, nope, just kidding. The next day, February 10th, Mercury in Aquarius in your 4th house was squaring Uranus in Taurus in the 7th house. I don't like this. So the reason I don't like it is because a square is a block, it's tension, it's friction, it's miscommunication, it's usually arguments. And it's like, even if you try to avoid this type of transit, it's like, even if you stay home, you're going to feel the inner friction, because the square, it's basically Saturn. It's a cock block, in my opinion. It's like more time is required. There's a holdup, there's a pause, or think of it this way. It's like being in a room all day, and then all of a sudden somebody opens the door for you to leave, and it's like you have so much energy to get out. So it's like you do so much, and it's like none of that energy comes out clearly, because it's like you just needed to get it out. That's kind of like this. So Mercury is communication and your thoughts, and it's talking to Uranus. I just think of pop, 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 with your mouth. So this would have been your emotions, because Mercury's in your 4th house, and it's talking to your 7th house, relationships, partnerships. So this could have been with friends too, or the mother, or just like inner turmoil with yourself, randomly hearing from friends and being annoyed, having difficulty with technology. I forgot about that one. Yeah, totally. Okay, so anyway, what I channeled was, especially because Taurus is the throat chakra too. All right, feeling blocked from achieving something you want, but at the same time, not willing to give up. Distracted thoughts, having difficulty understanding things, feeling blocked from spirit. The advice for this day was to go slow on this day, and to understand that time is required. And when people are mean, rise above it. So did I get anything else for that? Having difficulty with self-expression, that's another one. Or difficulty verbally, or having difficulty, I'm sorry, that's where I'm going to leave that. February 11th, the next day, Sun in Aquarius in your 4th house would have been squaring, again, Uranus and Taurus in your 7th house. Very similar energy to what I just said. So I channeled what I channeled was having difficulty taking the advice needed, having difficulty freeing yourself from something, having difficulty seeing the light in you, your life, situations, and people, randomly forgiving people, hearing from friends, people feeling like your walls are up so high that they cannot reach you. And I think you guys also would have had difficulty with feeling confident around this day as well. All right, moving on. February 12th, full moon in Leo in 24 degrees. So the 24 degrees is a Pisces degree. The reason I'm going there is because I believe you guys may want to escape whatever is illuminated during this full moon. I think, I don't believe all full moons illuminate things for us. Meaning, like, I don't think we're all, it depends where we're at. Son of a bitch. So I just think it depends, like, how self-aware you guys are with being able to see around this time frame, like, the things that need to change or the things that need to go. Also, I think everybody's affected differently. It really depends what's going on in your natal chart. Some people are extremely affected during full moons and others not so much. It totally depends. Not always, I'm not always affected. So, yeah, just want to say that. So with this full moon, what I'm channeling for the collective is the things that you need to currently heal will be somewhat visible. These things are not seen or spoken about, but you will be able to partially see this, meaning like, because that can be confusing the way I worded it, but it's like you're going to see something more than likely you don't like, or you want something you don't want to acknowledge, so you're just kind of not going to deal with it, or you don't want to. I do think because the sun rules Leo, technically something would be illuminated. I do believe that, but it's more like because that Pisces degree, 24 degrees, you may just want to escape it. You may want to escape your problems. Especially since you guys have Pisces in the 5th house. 5th house traditionally rules Leo. You may just not want to deal, honestly. And what is this, your 10th house? So for you guys specifically, I feel like I feel like something specifically would be illuminated when it comes to your career. Let's see, something for some of you. You guys, it could be something on the internet, or you guys just could be acknowledged for something. The reason I'm going there is because the sun rules Leo and it's in your 4th house in Aquarius. So, yeah, there could just be something about the inner child, like your heart chakra. You could realize something about this that needs to, you know, quote unquote, change, transform, leave your life. So yeah, I believe you guys will want to escape and not deal with what it is you need to heal. You will rather see things the way you want to, the way that feels most comfortable. I think also since Saturn traditionally rules that 10th house, and you guys have Saturn transiting your 5th house in Pisces, I do think that maybe something would be illuminated when it comes to what it is you guys do for a living, and are you happy? Yeah. Also, what I believe you guys will be experiencing for some of you, not all of you, something you need to let go when it comes to how you have fun or entertain, noticing or realizing how you don't have fun, noticing or realizing how you spend your time, focusing on how you express yourself through fashion and your body. Are you happy? So I was thinking of the song from Michelle Branch, Are You Happy Now? Something may be illuminated when it comes to how you like to have fun. You guys may escape for fun, seeing something about ourselves we don't like, or having difficulty changing. So yeah, just to make sure I went over everything. Is that all I want to say? I just think you guys may see something about the career you guys may have and what you guys are doing for a living and how it connects to home. Again, because the sun is in your 4th place, your home. So you guys may be doing something for a living because of how you were raised, and like, does it really connect to what you want to do? And when you're trying to achieve something, is it just for you, or is it do you feel like you have to achieve something for others to acknowledge you? Are you just doing it for yourself? Something like that. Or do you actually want to do something more creative, something more passionate? Do you want to be an entrepreneur? Yada, yada, yada. All right, February 14th, Mercury enters Pisces in your 5th house. All right. Daydreamer energy, intuitive, hard to focus, thoughts on how to heal something in your life, speaking in a way that is very healing to others, dreams are talking to you, being in touch with spirit, synchronicities, seeing angel numbers, signs, the dead speaking to you, if not in your dreams, then while you're awake, knowing something is trying to get your attention. So like maybe you guys see a sparkle in the corner of your eye, or you're hearing something and you know like something is just trying to talk to you. And also again with that 5th house, I think you guys may be really thinking about how do you guys have fun, or how do you guys do romance. You guys may be thinking of that as well. Talking to people who are from a different culture, different country, losing track of time, traveling, talking about traveling, creative energy, thinking about romance. I think I said that. Thinking about keeping people from the past out of your life, having walls up. Life may feel like a movie for some of you. People from the past trying to fix things with you. Receiving messages from people who are looking to heal. Oh my God, so I have to share this with you guys because I'm kind of curious if you agree. So having Pisces in the 5th house. So one of my psychic friends told me, because this is kind of like, which one is this? I'm going to botch it up, but I feel like it would be very similar energy. It's like the Sun and Neptune, Leo and Pisces energy. Like this can speak of Hollywood, right? So there's something about having this energy in your 5th house where it's almost like not the hopeless romantic, but like the person with the sad love ending, but you're actually looking for that ending. What did she say? And I was like, oh my God, it's true. Not that you guys want the sad ending when it comes to romance. I'm not saying that at all, because no. But I'm saying like, it's almost like you know, because you have such a connection with endings, that it can't stop you from connecting with people, right? You still got to go into these connections because you never know, really. But then it's like when they do end, it's like that sad romantic movie ending. And it's like, I don't know. Hopefully I'm articulating it right. But it's like the sad lover, Pisces in the 5th house. But they like the sad lover ending, but not really. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully nobody's offended by that because it wasn't meant to offend. Anyway, all right, February 16th, Pallas Athena. Wait, is there anything else I want to say to that? Mercury rules Virgo, your 11th house. So 11th house is the internet, South Node, people from the past. Possibly dealing with people from the past, either customers or employees or people you've slept with. Mercury also rules Gemini in the 8th house. So yeah, definitely you guys may be talking to people you've slept with. You guys just may start talking to people and then sleep with these people. All right, February 16th, Pallas Athena is leaving Capricorn and going into... Oh no, I wrote that wrong. Sorry. Pallas Athena is... Okay, sorry. So Pallas Athena does leave Capricorn and enters the 4th house in Aquarius. So Pallas Athena talks about a strategy. So I always believe it's connected to Mercury just because how else... If Pallas Athena is going to help take you guys there, it's connecting to a thought. So I feel like your thoughts with Mercury and Pisces in the 5th house, number one, are going to be difficult. It's going to be hard to make that tangible, to make that stick. Just because Mercury and Pisces is very deep. It's like, can you touch the bottom of the ocean? You cannot. Meaning you may have an idea about something and then forget about it a few minutes later. So Pallas Athena being in your 4th house in Aquarius, I feel like the strategy here would be to something connected to your emotions and your feelings. Probably how to get a relationship that makes you feel emotionally fulfilled. Why? Because Uranus rules Aquarius, and this is in your 7th house of committed relationships. And Libra traditionally rules that 7th house, and it's in your 12th house. So I do believe, since Pisces traditionally rules the 12th house, this is where your mind is at. Relationships, especially since it's in your 5th house, it's either romance, dating, or something creative. I'm going to say the strategy here is to do something that is emotionally fulfilling. Maybe on the internet for some of you. I think also for some of you, since Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, the strategy would definitely talk about how to make more money, either how to make money from home, how to make money, again, in regards to something that's more emotionally fulfilling, but also how to, I want to say, what's the expression? Wait, I'm gonna botch it. Work hard. Wait, work less. I can't think of the line. Whatever, doesn't matter. But I think also, did I already say this? Social networking, collaborating, talking to the right people in order to make things happen for yourself. And again, the reason I'm going there is because Aquarius energy is literally social networking. It's the internet. It's groups of friends. So a strategy for some of you on, I just feel like it's money. It's connected to money and how to travel, things that do nurture the soul is what I want to say. And I feel like it would be connected to an old idea because of the South Node being in that 11th house. All right, let's move on. February 18th, Sun enters Pisces in your 5th house. Okay, I already put it there. Sorry. Okay, so with the Sun in Pisces, this is basically going to make you guys super magnetic, because wherever the Sun is, it shines. So you're going to be seen when it comes to either creative endeavors or self-expression or romance. So, and since the Sun rules Leo, and this is in a very public house for you guys, your 10th house, you guys literally may be seen, publicly recognized when it comes to your career, like doing something different, creative, or just kind of like your reputation is what I want to say. How you guys express yourself and put yourself out there. I feel like you guys also may be talking to people, like literally talking to people. So for those of you that are dating, you may be talking to somebody who does very well for themselves. Like I get 6 of Wands energy, even though the Sun is in Pisces, just because of that Leo being in the 10th house. Like this person would be recognized or seen, or it's you. All right, so this can also manifest as loner energy. Also, when the Sun enters Pisces, it's like you guys are able to see through things, see through people. So I think if you guys are dating, like you would just be able to see, you would just get these silent but loud intuitive hits. So yeah, intuition, seeing the divine or your angels in your dreams, not having the energy to do the things you want to do. And the reason I'm saying that is because to me, even though the Sun is entering your 5th house, it gives me the Sun in 12th house energy, which usually it's like you don't have a lot of vitality, I feel like, and you also just want to be alone. It's a very spiritual energy going within. So faith or spirituality, some type of belief may help you feel better, heal, seeing through people. Anything else I want to say to that? No, I think you guys just may also maybe, you may have more fun when it comes to work right now. Yeah. All right. Yeah. February 19th, Juno enters Sagittarius. Oh, okay. So I put the wrong screen on. That's okay. So Juno left your 1st house in Scorpio and it has now entered Sagittarius. So yeah, for a lot of you guys are really thinking about your money more so. Why? Because the 2nd house is your money, your wallet, the things you own, the things you value. And for those of you that again are dating, it's like, since Juno speaks of soulmate energy, what would work best for your soul is a freedom-oriented energy because you guys literally value this energy. And Jupiter being in the 8th house, in Gemini, it's like somebody who talks a lot, yes, but still you guys would want somebody like yourselves. And when I think of Scorpio energy, you guys are literally very independent. Like, don't tell a Scorpio what to do, you know, like, God forbid. The same thing applies with Sagittarius's or Aquarius's, and literally your inner world is Aquarius energy, which is why, like, it never works out if people try to tell you guys what to do. And also, literally, at the end of the day, this is what you guys value, which is why you guys may meet and attract people who, you know, you guys may feel leave you, but really it's just like these people are trying to teach you to be, like, to value what it is you guys like about yourselves, which is, you know, freedom, you know? So it's like you need to expect that back from those partners. Okay. February 20th, Mercury in Pisces in your 5th house is squaring Jupiter in Gemini in your 8th. So when Jupiter's squaring something, it's either going to go, it's either going to go this way or that way, meaning it's either going to be super happy, it's going to go like really big here, or it's going to be super depressed around this time. So if Mercury is your thoughts, communication, and Jupiter, whatever it touches, it expands upon, I think you guys are going to have difficulty manifesting around this time. I think you guys are going to try to break walls, break barriers. You guys may cross lines, to be honest. For some of you, if you guys hear no, you guys may just keep it going, keep pushing it until you hear yes. I think you guys will have a lot to say, but people may not understand you, or you may have difficulty expressing yourself. Arguments are definitely possible. You or someone else may talk shit on this day, or people may think you're talking shit, or the way you speak isn't nice and it creates friction. Why? Because you guys have Jupiter in the 8th house. 8th house is traditionally ruled by you guys, Scorpio. It's like you guys can tap into people's shadow much easier when you have Jupiter there. And since Gemini's there, it's like literally you can tap into people's minds, Mercury. So people don't like that. So yeah, this could also be funny energy on the other side of the spectrum. Okay. Difficulty manifesting, difficulty with traveling on this day. So yeah, just be careful with that one. Or spending money on traveling, be careful. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that one because the 8th house is involved. What else did I want to say? Going overboard with words or thoughts, or overdoing it on the internet. Yeah, you guys could maybe like overdo it with the stalking, or overdoing it with the research, or learning something new. That could be it with Mercury and Aquarius. Something that makes you feel like really good. You guys could just like overdo it, especially with that Jupiter and Gemini. And then it's like energetically, you're going to be tired, you're going to be drained. Yeah, that's that. February 23rd, Mercury in Pisces in your 5th house will be trining Mars in Cancer in retrograde in the 9th house. So Mercury in your 5th and Mars in the 9th will be talking to each other. Staying in your abundance, not being reactive, walking away from people or situations where doors are closed. It gives me healing era energy. So if Mercury is conversations, communications, or your thoughts, and it's in Pisces, this is like, this can be really good. This can be healing energy. And I think like other people may have difficulty understanding you. But at the same time, it can also do the opposite effect. It's like you could really understand other people on a deeper level. Now, Mercury talking to Mars, if Mars can be conflict, then it's like you could attract conversations that are argumentative on this day easier. But because it's trining, it's a blessing, it's easy energy. I believe these conflicts would end well, meaning like you guys would end the conversation or argument agreeing to disagree. That's what I believe. I don't think this would be like arguing and then it would be a horrible fight. No, I don't think so. I think also because Mars can talk about taking action, having willpower, being confident, you guys would be able to do what it is you want to do on this day, because it's like you would have faith. So for those of you that are having difficulty believing in yourselves, or it's like your emotions are like all over the place because maybe things aren't working out right now in life, or whatever the situation may be, at home, your living situation, there could be conflicts at home. I was thinking like with property, or just like whatever your situation is. But yeah, I think like on this day, it's like faith would be restored for sure. Understanding conflict on this day is much easier, or understanding why people get annoyed or frustrated comes easy. But at the same time, conflict can come easier on this day, mental conflict too, but with a positive outcome. Okay, so it's like you may beat yourself up over something, but it's like I feel that at the end of it, you would be like, okay, but you know what? I'm trying my best, you know, something like that. All right, February 25th, Mercury in Pisces in your 5th house will be conjunct Saturn in Pisces in your 5th house in 20 degrees. Again, a Scorpio degree, psychology, power, money, or it could be the negative things, you know, manipulation, mind games, power trips, power dynamics. It's in the 5th house, so this could be taking place when it comes to dating, or you guys could be really taking, you know, your creative hobby, your side hustle more seriously. Having a clear, grounded mind that is being led with purpose. You will want to do whatever you need to do to get what it is you want. For some of you, this is talking about having serious conversations with people to see how they really feel, or you may do this with yourself, trying to understand your mind, trying to understand your own psyche. Totally believe that. So it's like if you're having difficulty doing something around this time frame, I think you guys would be like, why can't I do it? I don't understand, you know, things like that. Not allowing just anyone into your emotional realm, your heart, or your mind. Your walls will be up high. And I think also this gives me the willpower energy to get something done, and practical thoughts. I think I already said that. All right, February 27th, Mercury in Pisces in your 5th house will be sextiling Uranus in Taurus in your 7th house. So again, it's a sextile. That means there's the potential for something to happen. Otherwise, it's just an energy that sits there. Trying to focus but getting distracted or pulled into different directions. Knowing something is coming back from your past. Seeing things logically and less emotionally. Traveling, driving, investing into yourself, spending money, healing your inner child, standing out for being different, sense of humor, laughing. In touch with friends, possibly, or your intuition or your higher self. Genius ideas or conversations about genius ideas, or making travel plans. So I just want to see that. Mercury and Pisces, yeah, talking about things that you guys consider to be fun, and I feel like that could be traveling. Could be psychic stuff too, or astrology stuff, metaphysical stuff, totally. Conversations about the higher self, friends, different groups of friends, investing money into things, stocks. I think that's it. All right, new moon in Pisces in 9 degrees in the 5th house. Wait, before I talk about the new moon, I knew I was going to mess this up. Ceres. I forgot about 2 other things, I'm sorry. So Ceres enters Pisces. So Ceres left Aquarius in your 4th house and is now in your 5th house. Ceres talks about how to heal. So when this is transiting, this is like the best way, or like this is the energy that would work best for you guys to heal at this time. So since it's in your 5th house, I'm going to say dating. If not dating, then I'm going to say being creative, whatever that is. If it's like painting, if it's being artsy, it could be tarot readings, psychic stuff. It could be religion. It could be a belief system, whatever gives you hope, whatever you guys have faith in. Think Pisces themes. Anything else I want to say to that? No. Okay. Also, oh wait, no. Yes, sorry. Heal through spiritual things or a belief system. It may be very healing, talking things out, going to therapy, seeking advice, getting a psychic or astrology reading, anything that's metaphysical or non-tangible. Okay. Also, forgot to mention, Mars goes direct in Cancer on February 23rd. So that same day when I was talking about Mercury and Pisces in your 5th house trining Mars in Cancer in retrograde, that same day, Mars will then go direct in Cancer in 17 degrees. Now, I think this is interesting on a spiritual level because 17 degrees is Leo energy, the sun, the child. Guess what other energy is the child? Mars. So I just think a lot of us in the collective, we're going through inner child work, or again, it really depends where you guys are at in your soul's evolution and how you guys deal with your problems or don't deal with your problems. But when Mars was in Cancer in retrograde, I just feel like obviously not everybody was arguing with the mother, right? Like, I think that would be a lie, but there had to be some type of inner turmoil. I feel like on a consistent basis when it comes to your feelings, your emotions really controlling you. If people were not dealing with this, try that again. If people weren't dealing with any type of arguments with family members or property, the home. I'll just end that there. So anyway, so what I channeled was the path you should take will feel clear, but you'll still be in your feelings about whatever choices you guys decide. Putting the work needed in order for you. Why did I say that weird? Hold on. Putting the work needed in order for you to not just say how you feel in the moment, but you'll want to. Commit to doing the hard work that's needed to get what you want. Advice: try to laugh and stay positive. Follow your passions, but expect men to feel passionately about you. But you may just be escapism to them, so be careful. Yeah, with that stellium in Pisces, and Mars being symbolic for men or sex, and in Cancer, you can't hold water, right? If you have a bowl of water, like I remember this in science class in elementary school, and it's funny too because I don't know why this turned into a competition, but there was a bowl of water, 2 bowls of water, and I had to put my hand in, and so did the other kid, and the water was freezing cold, and I guess that was the Aries in me where I was like, I am not taking my hand out. I was like, I will freeze my hand off, and sure enough, I did that. I won. And so the point is that there's nothing to grasp in that bowl of water, but you're trying to win at something. What are you trying to win at with Mars here? What are you trying to achieve? You may... Okay, so what I'm just trying to say is with Mars being in a Leo degree, 5th house energy, and you guys having a stellium in Pisces, I feel like you guys would be attracting men at this time that would be acting from a place of feelings, emotions. They may be escaping their past. Why? Because Cancer energy is literally the past. So just be careful there. So new moon in Pisces, 9 degrees. You may be deciding between two things currently, but then something new comes into the picture. You may try to heal something in your life through talking things out. You will want to break down walls or other people's walls. Having to do the work to balance things out in your life. This may have to do with money, trying to help people heal through your words. Something new happening when it comes to traveling or spirituality or a belief system. The dead speaking to you in your dreams. Something you cannot see is unfolding and you know it is. Committing to what you believe is happening based on synchronicities. So yeah, let's talk about, oh wait, did I already say what you guys can? I may be repeating myself here, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say it just in case I didn't. So Ceres enters Pisces in your 5th house. Heal through spiritual things or a belief system. It may be very healing to talk things out, going to therapy, seeking advice, getting a psychic or astrology reading, anything metaphysical or non-tangible things. Okay, so let's do a quick rundown of what you guys can experience with all these transits. When Juno was in Scorpio in your 1st house, I believe more so this would have amplified that energy of wanting to date people that you guys have a sexual connection to. I think maybe you guys would have been in more either situationships because it's in your 1st house, the body. For some of you, this definitely could have been something more intimate or something you guys were attached to, just because Pluto, the ruler for you guys, is in your 4th house in Aquarius. But Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, just went direct in the 7th house of committed relationships. So I think whoever you guys were hooking up with, for those of you that are single or dating, when Uranus was retrograde, it probably didn't last. Oh my God. And now that it's direct, I think you guys will probably be seeking something somewhat serious or intimate, but freedom oriented. Why? Because when Juno enters Sagittarius, it's like the universe, source, spirit is trying to teach you guys about your own energy. So you guys may have a thing about you yourselves not wanting people to tell you what to do. But you guys may, this is for some of my Scorpios, you guys may want to control the people you're with. But it's like, if you guys literally value Sagittarius energy, which is freedom oriented energy, then like you guys shouldn't be doing the opposite of that to others, right? So Juno is soulmate energy. You guys are literally going to be thinking about your money, your bank, your wallet, and the things you guys value, which is freedom oriented energy. For some of you guys, this is going to be thinking about how you guys can make money in a freedom oriented way. So yeah, I'll leave that there. Capricorn, Pallas Athena was in Capricorn and then it went into Aquarius. Pallas Athena speaks of a strategy. I think you guys were thinking about how you guys want to appear publicly to people. How do you guys want to appear when it comes to your career? If not your career, if there wasn't a strategy when it comes to this, then I think there was a strategy when it comes to Oceana. When it comes to how you guys communicate. Also, I feel like there would have been a strategy connected to romance, the 5th house. Or are you guys working in a way, like, are you guys doing something that you feel passionate about? Why? Because Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, is in your 5th house. So it's like the universe is asking you to take either romance seriously or your side hustle, creative endeavor seriously. Do something from the place of your heart, because Leo is in your 10th house. Moving on. 4th house, Aquarius, Pluto. Something's transforming either with your mother, your relationship with her, because Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, is in your 7th house. So the things you guys are valuing is also changing, because Taurus, this traditionally speaks to the things you guys value. But Pluto being in that 4th house, your home property could be changing at this time. With Pallas Athena being in Aquarius, I think the strategy here would be, again, a strategy connected to either romance, what type of family do you want to create, what type of lifestyle do you want. For those of you that already have a family or are creating one with that stellium in the 5th house, I think you guys may be trying to think about the right people to connect to when it comes to how you can make the dream a reality. For those of you that are maybe not financially there yet, or for those of you that haven't met the person that you want to be with, you guys may be trying to connect with the right people, either on the internet, trying to figure out what makes you feel emotionally connected to people. Like, what do you need? Because again, Uranus is in your 7th house, committed relationships. Uranus is the ruler of your 4th house, Aquarius. The Sun and Mercury was in your 4th house, so I think you guys were probably being a loner, or just doing things at home with your friends, or just really all about your friends, or possibly collaborating with people. And maybe there was some type of public recognition, doing things on the internet, on your phone, being seen for something. Probably romance, honestly. You guys were probably like on the dating apps or something like that. Ceres, this could have been very healing to stay home. What else? 5th house, Pisces. We have Ceres, the Sun, Saturn, Neptune, North Node, Mercury, and a new moon. You guys are being asked from the universe to take romance seriously, or a side hustle, make the dream a reality, especially with that North Node and Neptune being there. Neptune and Saturn are just about to enter Aries. So it's like, if Aries is the physical body, the physical manifestation, and Pisces is the dream, the idea, and if North Node is in Pisces, it's like you guys are literally being asked to make it a reality, do something. Especially with that 5th house, is about self-expression. So for some of you, you guys have children on the mind, a side hustle, romance, love, artistic things, traveling, psychic stuff, astrology stuff, non-tangible stuff. All right, moving on. Chiron, Venus. All right. A lot of you guys, your physical body is changing. Also, self-confidence with your body is changing in some type of way. Venus, you guys are definitely thinking about how to Venus in the 12th house and the 7th house. Some of you definitely are hooking up with people right now. This is like a schedule, a regimen. Anyway, you guys are definitely thinking about making more money. Uranus in the 7th house, Taurus, committed relationships. You guys may be in touch with powerful people at this time, or people who can make stuff happen, or this may be you guys, or you want to attract a powerful person. Jupiter in Gemini goes direct in the 8th house. You guys will be very wordy. You guys will have a lot to say. And I think money will be coming more easily for you guys during this time. Mars going direct in Cancer, having faith restored. I think either, again, with having faith or hope in life or work or the mother, traveling, things of that nature. Leo in the 10th house, full moon, something would have been illuminated in regards to your career, and are you happy? Or are you happy with how you're seen in general in life? South node in that 11th house in Virgo. The past people you've hooked up with or slept with are watching you, or, you know, past employees or people you've worked with. Use the information that you have when it comes to being a hard worker to your advantage, when it comes to just having fun and going with the flow. Meaning with Pisces energy, that's what it's all about. You can't like cross your T's, dot your I's. And with that South Node in Virgo, you're going to want to, but it ruins it. It ruins the fun. So try not to, but at the same time, be practical in order to make things work. So for example, if you have a side hustle and it's in the spiritual business because it's Pisces, I would say, like, there's this weird belief system, and I'm sorry if this is you guys, like for psychics that some people have, where it's like, you shouldn't advertise. It's 2025. What do you mean you shouldn't advertise? What the fuck? Like, just let them come to you. If that's your belief system, cool. I think I totally honor whatever it is you guys believe, but that doesn't mean everybody else has to honor it. This is not a dictatorship, you know, and that is not, like, there's no rules when it comes to this stuff, except, like, don't do bad things to people. So, yeah, so my point there is that if you guys want to do something spiritually, like, apply common sense with Virgo. You're also going to want to stay away from giving people the straight up practical advice as well with Virgo energy. So moving on. 12th house, Libra. Relationships will be on your mind. Ooh, I forgot to write it, but Lilith will be there. So there's definitely going to be some anger around relationships in that 12th house, and you may not be in touch with it. Therapy could help you guys get this out. And it may be due to Uranus, sudden shocks, sudden breakups, with that being in your 7th house of committed relationships. So anyway, I hope this helped you guys. I wish you so much luck in February. All right, bye guys.